Grizzlies? I just met someone really cool, and I'm gonna let him introduce himself.
Hey guys, I'm Mr. Rick, and I play organ at this church. What's an organ? Well, maybe you know something about it, but it's a collection of a whole bunch of pipes like this, and when you play a key, it makes air go through the pipe like this. Some of them are made of wood, but most of them are made of metal. Some of them are loud, some of them are soft. You can see this is made of metal. Well, that one's pretty loud. Some of them are higher and some of them are lower. Look at this little bitty one. It's like not even as big as a pencil. It's really, really high. Can you hear that? If not, your dog can. And then there's others that are made of metal that are also very loud. So believe it or not, all the way up there, there's something like 3,300 of those things in every possible shape, size, loudness, and whether it's high or low. So, for example, here's just like a normal type of pipe. I could add some higher ones, even higher, and even lower. I've got 3 keyboards. I can play on all the keyboards. I can play on the top one, like this. And if that's not weird enough, I can play with my feet. Do you see down here? This is called a pedal board. If you look closely, you can see there are white notes and black notes, just like on a piano keyboard. So watch this. I can play notes with my feet. And this is where some of the very, very, very lowest notes live. Check this out. You would feel the floor shaking because it's so low.
I feel it.
Yeah. So there's stuff that's super, super quiet. Here's the quietest thing that I can do. I don't know if you can even hear that, but that was super duper quiet. And then there's stuff that's like super ultra mega loud, like this. Here, you might be covering your ears because it's so loud, but it also sounds super duper cool. So that's what an organ is, and that is how you play it.
Wow, thank you, Mr. Rick. That is so awesome. Could you tell me a little bit more about how these things are different? What are these things anyway?
Well, these things are called stops, and when you pull one out, that's, whoops, let me turn all these off. So if none of these are pulled out, there's no sound. So if I pull one of them out, that's one set of pipes. In other words, one of these for every single key. And here's another one, this one's higher. As I pull them out, you can hear more sounds coming on. So the more of these that are pulled out, the more pipes are working at any one time. So these knobs go with this keyboard, these knobs go with this keyboard, these knobs go with this keyboard, and these knobs go with your feet. You might also notice there's a whole bunch of buttons underneath here. Okay? These buttons don't do anything at all. They're just there for show. No, I'm just kidding. They really do something. The main job of them is, if you look at, when I push these, you can see different combinations of stops coming on and off. So I can pick combinations that are soft, or I can instantly switch to a combination that's a lot louder. So these are used in the middle of a song to just instantly change to a different sound.
Wow, that is so cool.
Yeah.
Could you tell us how you started playing the organ? Do you have an organ in your house? How old were you when you played an organ for the first time?
Oh my gosh. I was 6 years old when I started playing the piano, and every year my mom would say to me, Ricky, you should learn to play the organ. I said, I don't want to. Finally, when I was about 17 years old, I learned how to play the organ in addition to the piano. And I didn't know how to use my feet, because that's really hard. You learn just to use your hands with the piano. So for my very first Sunday playing, I just used my hands, and my little sister bent down like this and played the pedal notes with her fingers. And it worked, and nobody knew any different. So that's how I got started.
What a great story. So I'm guessing you probably don't have an instrument this big in your house, huh?
No, I only have pianos at my house, but I have another organ in my office that I play on when there's people in here.
That is super cool. I'm wondering for the grand finale if you could play a little bit of that super famous piece by Bach that's like the really spooky one that people hear in scary movies. It's like...
No, I can't play it because it's too scary for kids to listen to. Are you sure?
Are you ready for this?
Really sure? Okay. But, okay, I warned you.
Creepy.
But the rest of it is too scary. So don't listen to this on your own because it's just, yeah, it's too scary.
All right, thank you so much, Mr. Rick.
You're welcome, guys.
Woohoo!